Hey guys, Milestones here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so as you can see from the title of the video, and you can see right here on my profile screen, I have finally reached the maximum rank in Dokkan Battle, which is of course 999. I accelerated quite quickly towards the final rank, thanks to the release of the new quest stages finally coming to global. My power level, as you can see, 3.6 million. Not the best, definitely not bad. Obviously, there's a couple of my friendly rivals from 5'9", people like Toon and stuff like that, who are quite a bit ahead of me. Toon has gone on an absolute link leveling bender recently, and his thing has shot up super high. I remember the day power levels came out on global, he was slightly ahead of me, and now I think he's over 5 million, so potentially nearly 2 million ahead of me now. But anyway, obviously a lot of that comes from link levels. So if we go ahead and have a look, obviously I do keep a separate tag for my link level 10 units. Sometimes I forget to put them on. Shout out to anyone that was at the stream earlier today, where I think I discovered at least 2 units that I hadn't put the tag on. So currently I'm sat at 446, so 4 away from being at 450. My current link level team, I do have Gamma 1, has 1 link left to go. So if you sort by acquired, I've just finished Jacko and the Resurrection of F Blues. Gamma 2 is finished, and then obviously all the newer units. So you got the Dabura, the Fasha and Chilai, the Pan Celebration stuff, obviously the Worldwide Download Celebration units. In fact, was one of them missing? No, they're all there. It's funny because you can see when you put it by acquired, the fact that it wasn't until this worldwide download celebration was the first time I pulled LR Jiren, because they're, and Tapion and Minosha, because there they are in between the part 1 and part 2 LRs in the worldwide download celebration. So level 10 links obviously is one of the things that massively increases your power level. And so basically with the release of the new story stages, if you go to 28.2, which is the Red Ribbon's Return 4, this is the stage that is now for global technically the best, or one of the best link leveling stages. The reason why it's considered to be so good is obviously because it's one of the later stages. It costs 25 stamina. It has 3 stop sign fights, so you're guaranteed to get all 3 of those fights. And then at the end, because it's one of these later chapters, you get quite a decent amount of rank experience. So it does cost a lot of stamina if you want to keep just redoing the stage over and over and over and over again, but obviously it then gives you that rank increase. I think from the day the new stages came out, I was just under rank 970. I might have been 968 or something the day the new stages came out, which means I got those last 30 odd ranks literally within the last how long have the new quest stages been out now? 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, something like that. Now obviously it depends how quickly you link level. I obviously link level pretty much non-stop, all day, every day. Well, apart from when I'm asleep. But obviously you guys know I made that video on how to set up the auto link leveling thing. Definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. But what I do a lot is set that up to just link level, and then it means I can get on and do other things. Because if I'm in the middle of working or something like that, I can let it just go ahead and link level for me. So obviously that is pretty nice, and then just keep spamming that and you will eventually rank up. See, now that I'm ranked 999 though, and I don't need to worry about rank XP, I have gone back to doing 710 a little bit, because it costs so much less stamina. You get so many more runs out of it if you don't want to have to keep refreshing, and I've had some pretty good results with it. So I think my actual link level team currently is this. So we got Gamma 1, only has 1 link left to go, unless he randomly finished. No. And then I just chucked some other units on here. I'm in the process of leveling all of the Team Bardock units. So obviously these guys, I've got him, and actually he might be the last one left. I think I've link leveled all the other Grade 8 versions of the Team Bardock units as well. And then obviously with the tweet they put out this morning about the potential future EZAs for the LR, God Goku or LR Beerus and Whis, I thought now would be a good time to start link leveling the other Beerus and Whis and God Gokus that I haven't done yet. So I thought that would be a pretty good idea. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a box showcase. Obviously, there's a couple of different tags that I use other than the level 10 links one. I have my summonable LRs. I guess a good way to do that is to sort by activation. So obviously, I do have quite a lot of rainbow LRs now. And then obviously there are still, if we go all the way down to the bottom, there's still a few that I've only pulled the one copy of. I think this guy, the reason this guy's at 68%, I posted a screenshot of some of my LRs the other day and people were like, why is it only 68%? And the main reason is because I will probably now never use this unit until they get an easy A. So there's no point me really doing their hidden potential now that I've pulled a dupe for them, because I don't know what their kit is going to be like after they easy A. And then same with Jiren, because like I say, I didn't pull any copies of him before this celebration, but there's no point doing all of his abilities without knowing what his kit is going to be. But as you can see, there's a couple of LRs we've only got like the one dupe for, quite a few that we have two. And then funnily enough, it's only what, Jiren, the GT Trio, STRUI Goku, and Golden Frieza and 17. They're the only four that I have 3 dupes for, and then the rest are all rainbow. So pretty decent collection of rainbow LRs. I do have every LR in the game. Because obviously there's free-to-play ones as well. This is just a tag for summonable LRs. So I do have every single LR in the game. Then the 200% leads. This is another good one to have sorted by activation. I posted a screenshot of this the other day, just kind of on Twitter, asking people how they were getting on with their collections and what kind of activation levels they had all their 200% leads at. So just like the LRs, I do have all of the 200% leads that have been released so far on global. I think, is it just Kid Goku and now Bardock are the only ones that are out on JP that are not out on global yet. The 2 coolers, the 2 LRs, are the only 2 that I actually rainbowed off of their initial banner. All the other ones have been duped. A lot of them have been duped or rainbowed from the next banners they came back on. I know Goku and Gohan I had 2 dupes for after Golden Week, but Cell I only had 1. And then when he returned on a banner, I think I pulled like 3 copies of him. So looking pretty good with the 200% leaders. Only the Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta at 55%. I was super underwhelmed by them as a unit overall, so I'm not really too fussed that I didn't get loads of copies of them. In that part 2, I just decided to go ham on the Carnival banner and get extra copies of all the other LRs, including Metal Cooler, obviously. So then we have the Bardock Shrine. This is one of my tags. So this is the one that I'm working on. This is obviously every single Bardock card and members of Team Bardock. All of these units now, apart from the Shugesh, the Borgos, Great Ape Borgos, who's on his way to being finished. All of these units are level 10 links, including all these random, like, old Bardocks that you're just, like, never going to use anymore until they potentially get an easy A, like these World Tournament ones. But they're all done, waiting for the future. Even Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, who's going to get his awakening with the next Hero Celebration, and then he's going to get either Shattering the Limit or Fierce Battle at level 1, and we'll have to link level that, but it is what it is. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Then I have a tag for future Easy A's. So anytime Easy A's get announced on JP, I put the units into the future Easy A tag. Also, I put a bunch of the Super Strike units on here because even though they haven't been announced on JP, we know they're going to get them at some point in the future anyway. So we've got like the Barbershop units in here. These guys, hopefully we get the Easy A for them very soon, because Wicked Bloodline getting all the buffs from the Worldwide Celebration, I really want to see that. But yeah, units that we know are getting Easy A's. Sometimes I miss out 1 or 2, so if there's any on here that you guys can spot that are getting an Easy A soon that I haven't put on the tag yet, then obviously feel free to let me know. And then obviously I just have a tag for all the Easy A units. I have a tag for all of the Rainbow units, so we are at 628 Rainbow units overall. Obviously that does include free-to-play and units that have their own types of orbs, which is cheating a little bit, I guess, but those are all the Rainbow units. And then, yeah, characters overall. I mean, obviously, I've been link leveling, so there's some Cybermen. Now, my boxes, I've got 1,795 my box space. Now, if we go to acquired SSR, thanks to that weird issue where you can't trade in the Carnival banner units that you've rainbowed for Carnival coins, I am keeping hold of all of those until they implement that feature. So, as you can see, I just have a ton of random SSRs sat in my box, ready for when they add that feature. Also, shout out to the 4 extra copies of the Tech Androids I pulled while trying to pull my copies of the Resurrection of F, Goku and Vegeta. So, gonna have a spare SA5 copy of them ready for their Easy A in like 2-3 years when it finally comes out. And then, of course, somebody did ask me they wanted to show some of the teams that I like to run, so I put a couple on here just to show some of my favourite teams in the game. So Wicked Bloodline, I like to run this team using an STR LR Cooler friend, because the 2 metal coolers on the team, they only get a 170 lead from him. So that's why I use the physical metal cooler as my leader, so that everyone gets the 200 from him, and then everyone else on the team gets the 200 from the LR STR cooler, and the 2 metal coolers get 170, which is still more than enough for them to function. Now, obviously, with these teams, I will swap out units. Like, if I'm going to be fighting like a super hard tech boss, then obviously I'm not going to bring that AGL metal cooler. I'll switch him out for somebody else. But this is like a rough sort of shell of how I like to use the team. I actually think that AGL Metal Cooler, super underrated. I think he's really, really good. And then, of course, this is like the Movie Heroes team. Again, I would switch out like the God Goku, potentially, for someone if we're not doing a movie boss or Pure Saiyan enemy. But this Movie Heroes team is possibly like the undisputed best team on global. I mean, it depends on your playstyle and your preference, but like this is the super team and this is the extreme team that I think are like, you know, swapping out 1 or 2 units potentially for someone else, but the 2 best teams. Like, this is the best extreme team, this is the best super team. Now, obviously, with this team, if you run double STR LR Cooler, you can then run units like Tech Janemba, who's probably like a must-run support unit on his team. Crazy the resurgence that he's had, considering how much I used to hate that unit. But I do like just running the full-on Wicked Bloodline, because then you can use the Wicked Bloodline support memory, and this team just goes absolutely ham. I also, here's the good old classic, shout out to Minato for doing his, he did the all Bardock team, and he gave me a shout out at the beginning, because obviously they have the new Bardock and the Easy A's on JP. I think the last time I made the all-team Bardock team, because I pretty much always do an updated version whenever a new Bardock comes out or gets an Awakening or an Easy A. So this is the way I ran it last time, because obviously this guy, his leader skill doesn't cover any of the Super Saiyan. Actually, I think some of the Super Saiyan ones are on Revenge, but Super Saiyan 4's not on there, and I think Marseille might not be on there. So Super Saiyan 4 Bardock actually has a crossover leader skill. So he's going to get his Awakening in November. But unfortunately, without Easy A's, the rest of the Super Saiyan Bardocks and the Super Saiyan 3, not particularly great. But looking forward to this team coming back into prominence. Same with the Super Saiyan 3 team. So Super Saiyan 3 has always been one of my favourite teams. I love the Super Saiyan 3 form. So with the Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta getting Easy A's, if the Hero Celebration, once Bardock gets his Easy A on Global, this Super Saiyan 3 team I think will be pretty ridiculous. And the fact that Bardock has Prepared for Battle and Over in a Flash obviously makes it really good for linking up with units like this Goku, who before he transforms obviously has Prepared for Battle instead of Over in a Flash. So Bardock does work really nicely in that sense, so I do quite like that. And then I didn't put any other ones. Obviously the Heroes team, right? I mean, going back to my profile, I'm very known at the moment, I guess, for constantly pushing the Heroes agenda. It's probably the celebration I've been most looking forward to all year. The fact that we should get a 200% leader. I still have God Trunks set as my friend lead, so I'm very much looking forward to the Heroes celebration. But yeah, rank 999 achieved. My login days, I think I'm just about to get to 2,300. So if you think about, in fact, let me get the old, let's get the calculator up here and get the exact thing. So 2,000, we'll use 2,300 as the working number. I think I'm about 7 days away from that, something like that. Divide it by 365. So I've been playing the game for almost 6.5 years, which is pretty crazy when you think of, like, obviously it's a mobile game, but if you think about console games, PC games, apart from games that kind of have lasted forever that you hear people talking about, like League of Legends, Warcraft, stuff like that, I can't think of any other games that I've played for this long, like almost 6.5 years. I think the only game that comes close is The Binding of Isaac that I started playing on the 360, it was around the time it first came out. I think I looked back, my earliest achievement on the game is from like 6 years ago. So I think that's the only other game that I actually still play now, every now and then, that I've played as long as this. So definitely a long time. Someone did ask me why and when did I start playing when I posted about the fact I was going to make this video. And funnily enough, I have told the story before, but it was someone that I worked with at the time. And they just happened to say to me on, you know, one day when I came into work, they were like, oh, you like Dragon Ball, don't you? Have you ever seen this Dragon Ball phone game? So I downloaded it and then obviously got very into it. And yeah, that's where it all started from. So rank 999, finally achieved. I guess, funnily enough, I'm going to show this here actually, because I realised this the other day. So if we go into the character list and we go Super STR, Hybrid Saiyans, Goku Family, and GT Heroes, that's bosses, there we go. So because of all the extra spare copies you can get from running the event every week to get the XP, I've rainbowed the TUR and the SSR of BPAN, so I never need to play the BPAN event ever again, because I don't need any more copies of the card, and I don't need to spend like 100 stamina to get 400,000 like rank XP, because I don't need rank XP anymore. So I guess that event is just gonna sit there and rot for the rest of my time playing the game, unless they ever increase the rank cap, which I don't think they will do. Especially considering they brought out those missions a long time ago for you to get a bunch of extra rewards for getting to the certain rankings. But don't they only go up to like 500 or something, and they've never like added any more since then. So this event is just never going to get done. It's been available for like 2 weeks since I hit the max rank, and it's not going to get done ever again. So yeah, there you go. I just wanted to make a video to cover this monumentous occasion. In fact, one of the other things that I wanted to mention as well, because I'm going to make it part of the title, the fact that I've basically completed everything in the game. I finally finished off, because 28-2 you fight against Red Ribbon Army soldiers, and so these missions that have been in the game forever for defeating like a certain number of Red Ribbon Army soldiers, I completed those by doing the 28-2 over and over again. So then I managed to find a stage, I think it was 610, where you fight Cell Juniors, and I autoed that for like a while. So I finally completed the Cell Juniors one as well. So I've now completed all of the missions in the game. The only thing I have left to do at the moment is this, which of course I'm waiting for the the Angel Golden Freezer EZA that comes out on Friday, that will finish those, and then obviously when we've logged in for 15 days it will finish those. But other than that, there's nothing really else to do. I've still got some EZAs to farm up to level 77, but I don't do that as much. I don't care about the titles. I think I like the title that I have. So, yeah, let me know what rank you guys are down below. How long have you been playing the game? Let me know some of your favourite teams. Any of the stuff that I talked about in the video, let me know what it is for you. Well, again, whether it's favourite teams, how long you've been playing, etc, etc. Let me know some of your milestones and some of your things down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.